Hi, this is Julia Bell. Today we're going to talk about everyday security and focus on consumer risks. And our first module is privacy. Privacy notices about your personal financial information or your PFI. Those notices you should look for what PFI does the company collect? Does the company intend to share your personal financial information with other companies? And what can I do to limit the sharing? Privacy notices must be sent by banks and savings and loans and credit unions, insurance companies, like for your home, your auto, fire, those things, securities and commodities brokers, like your stocks and your bonds, retailers that issue their own credit cards, like Sears and Target and Macy's, mortgage brokers, auto dealerships that arrange financing, check cashers and payday lenders, financial advisors and credit counseling services, and also companies that sell money orders or traveler's checks. When we look at why financial companies share information, they might want to offer more services, to introduce new products. Why would an auto dealer share your personal financial information? Maybe to an affiliate they had that sells auto insurance. They might also want to profit from information that they have about you. If you want to know about other products or services, you might want your financial company to share your personal information. If so, you do not need to respond to the privacy notices. If you prefer to limit the promotions and the sharing of your information, or you don't want marketers or others to have your personal financial information, you must take some important steps, and we'll talk about that in the next slide. Privacy notices. It's important to read the privacy notices. They explain how a company can use your personal financial information and how they can handle that data. Remember, not all privacy notices are the same. Please read those notices you receive. What you can and you cannot stop. For instance, if you opt out of information sharing, that's the sharing of your financial information with companies that are not part of the same corporate group as your financial group. Example, these are called non-affiliate companies. If the information being shared comes from your credit report, you also have the right to opt out of such sharing with companies affiliated with your financial company. Financial companies can share certain types of information about you without giving you the right to opt out. For example, your financial company can provide non-affiliates without providing an opt-out information about you to firms that help promote and market the company's own products. For instance, if an auto dealer sells aftermarket car mats through their own subsidiary, again, that can be offered under a joint agreement between the two financial companies. Records of your transactions, like your loan payments, your credit card or debit card purchases, your checking and savings account statements that firms have to provide for data processing and mailing services for your company. Information about you in response to a court order also cannot be stopped or opted out of. And your payment history on loans and credit cards to credit reporting companies, again, cannot be opted out of. Opting out means you limit the extent to which the company can provide your personal financial information. If you don't opt out in a reasonable period of time, that's generally about 30 days, after the company mails you the notice, then the company is free to share certain personal financial information. If you didn't stop or you didn't opt out the first time you received the privacy notice from the financial company. However, it's not too late. You can always change your mind and opt out later. You'll need to ask your financial company for instructions on how to opt out. But the information that has been shared before you opted out has already been released and it can't be retrieved back. So do keep that in mind. Types of privacy notices. First is your initial privacy notice. You will get privacy notices when you become a customer of a new financial company, like when you start your first deposit at a new bank, or a car loan, or a new credit card. Annual privacy notices are where each company you have an ongoing relationship, for example, your bank where you do checking, or your credit card company, or a company that services your mortgage loan on your home. They must give you a notice of privacy policy annually, in other words, once a year. The next type is notice of changes in privacy policy. If the company changes its privacy policy, they will send you a revised privacy notice to tell you about the changes in the company's next annual notice. Privacy notices can be included in your monthly statement or bill, or they can be sent to you separately in regular mail. If you agree, electronic delivery, then from an online financial company, the notice can be sent to you via email or made available to you on the company's website where you can just go and download it. If you have a joint account, the financial company will send a notice to you or to each person listed on the account. They can do it either way. If the company offers an opportunity to opt out, it must let one of the account holders opt out for all parties on the account. Laws affecting your personal financial privacy. Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. This one protects the privacy of certain information distributed by consumer reporting companies, which gather and sell information about you. For example, where you live, how you pay your bills, you're always on time, whether you've been sued or arrested, or if you have filed for bankruptcy. Under the law, consumer reporting companies can release your information only to third parties that have a permissible purpose to obtain it, like creditors, insurers. For instance, if you bought a new car, then that loan information could be released to your automobile insurance carrier to show the value of the car and also verify the serial number and things like that. It can also be released to employers and other businesses that use it to evaluate your application for credit, insurance, employment, or even renting a home. The next one is the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, GLBA. Financial companies must tell you about their policies regarding the privacy of your personal financial information. With some exceptions, the law limits the ability of financial companies to share your personal financial information with certain non-affiliates without first notifying you about the sharing and providing you with an opportunity to opt out. Under GLBA, companies that have an agreement with your personal financial information to certain non-affiliated, including service providers and joint marketers, they have an agreement to offer you other financial products or services without providing you an opportunity to opt out. This has been the end of the privacy module, and I am Julia Bell.